What up, YouTube? How you living? Hope everybody's day is going amazing. My day been going beautiful, man. You know, it's cold AF out here in Wisconsin today, for sure. I don't know what the degrees is, but listen, cold is cold. Once it get past a certain temperature, I'm from the south, man. It's freezing, and you know, people out here talking about it feels so good and it's the perfect weather. I don't know nothing about that. I got two long sleeve shirts on. I don't know if I just said that or not, but I'm freezing out here, son. But anyway, I just got off of work, man. Finna go in the crib and, like I said, do the rest of my work for today. But I wanted to come run something to y'all though, and it's something that happened to me at work, bro. A lot of the lessons that I come give y'all, and you know, if you don't know what I do, I wouldn't say I give lessons, but I more so just tell y'all. I come on these videos and explain things that get presented to me through real life situations. I guess that's some form or definition of a lesson, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not teaching you. I'm just giving you testimony of what I be experiencing and how I see things, you understand? But anyway, I say that to say I had to have a super tough conversation today. For those of y'all who don't know, if you even care, you understand, I work in behavioral health. So a lot of the time, a lot of the conversations we have with our guys is simply just rerouting them into making smarter decisions, right? We teach them essential daily living skills, right? Skills that they can eventually utilize to become independent on their own in life at some point, right? So I say that to y'all to say I had to have a conversation today with someone, and it was some news that wasn't so great 100%, and you know, they didn't take it well. They honestly didn't. It caused for a chain of events to happen that we obviously had to redirect, to say the least. And you know, that guy, he didn't take it well, right? So I let him calm down, right? He took a brisk walk, and we had another conversation, and you know, I got him in the vehicle. It's cold outside, so I'm like, hey bro, it's cold, you know, come get in the truck, let's warm up and talk. So we had a real conversation, and you know, I kind of just let him know simply that life itself, bro, number one, you have your own. You're born with the right to feel the way you do about the things that happen to you, right? Life has a way of sometimes making us think that the way that we feel about things is wrong. Sometimes, too, I explained to him, which I'm sure a lot of y'all know, mental health of young men is something that isn't talked about a lot, you understand? And I'm not saying you have to take a deep dive in it and make it the forefront of everything you do, you understand? But I mean that just simply speaking about things and not stuffing things down, you understand, and practicing the skill of just being able to effectively communicate those feelings that you feel, and you know, take constructive criticism about them, and you know, apply the things that you learn yourself and the things that people you trust are telling you to obviously become better, and you know, see it in your effort, right? But I'm telling them that, you know, life has a way of doing that to us, man. And, you know, you're not wrong at all for feeling the way you're feeling. But at the same time, what we're not going to do here is not take accountability. And I think that's something that a lot of the times we do, you know, suffer from. Sometimes we feel so strongly about the ways that we believe that we don't see it any other way. And we don't see how we affect other people. We don't see that the things that we're doing 10 steps down the line is going to affect this person, that person. That the things that we're doing right now is going to determine the future of ourselves, our future versions of ourselves, which in some sense is not even you. That's you in the future. So that you know, it hasn't occurred in reality yet. You understand? So in a sense, is that another person? Now, you know, I get on spills and you know, I ramble about like that. But anyway, I just say that to say that there's multiple different people relying on the decisions that we make every single day. And are we going to be somebody that takes accountability, and whenever real life conversations are having to be had, we're having them, and we're not running from them. We're not storming out. We're not saying disrespectful, inappropriate things. And if we do, acknowledge the fact that they were said, apologize, and then have the conversations, you understand? You can start. I want y'all to realize the biggest thing about this is starting acknowledgement of these things. You feel me? If you can acknowledge that there are things you need to fix and humble yourself down enough to take on the criticisms, take on the things that you yourself are going to present to you that are going to come to the forefront of your mind as things we need to fix. You understand? If you can be humble enough to listen and hear and see those things and be willing to work on them, I promise you, you're going to be so much better off in life, bro. And that's just from personal experience. Like, literally, not just myself, but a big part of my job is having these conversations with these guys, having them go through the things that I know that they're going to go through, still being there for them, still being that positive look, still hold that positive voice for them to talk to, still holding them accountable at the same time and being the voice that they don't want to hear. You understand? And I've seen this happen so much that I've watched people literally turn their ways of thinking around, their ways of maneuvering the world, their ways of simply thinking that no one cares, to even if no one cares, I care now. You understand? And sometimes that's the best we gonna get, but that sometimes maybe just be enough. You understand? And that conversation was had, and I said it, and I do think that a lot of what I said was missed, and that's okay. I think that once you get to a point in life where, having those conversations and someone not grasping it the first time, and although it's frustrating, not allowing it to affect the way you communicate with them, not allowing it to change the way you act with them, you understand, is a huge sign of maturity within ourselves. And that's why I say that to say that a lot of people that say, I don't need nobody, this, that, and the third. Hey, sometimes you need people to tell them something that you need to hear, right? Sometimes you need people around to structure yourself to help you subconsciously work on things that without having another person there simply just would not be possible. You understand? Me continuing and be willing to have these difficult conversations regardless of them being heard and simply being empathetic is a skill that if I didn't have another person around me, I wouldn't be able to create for myself. You understand? And I think that to develop a positive outlook on life, certain skill sets like those are needed 1000%. You understand? So yeah, man, I say that to say I'll keep trying forever until death does me part. You understand? That's where I'm at with it. That's what makes the most sense in life to me right now. That's what I want to do. You understand? And I thank the Most High for putting me through things and allowing me to see this thing through certain lights and working on me continuously. And that don't mean that everything be good for me. That don't mean everything gonna be good for you. It really be the opposite, but it's just about your perspective on these things. Like, they say if you change the way you look at something, what you look at will eventually begin to change. I think that I believe this so heartily. I think that you can believe this thing so heartily that every time there's a tough situation in your life, something that you at some point, probably, maybe, possibly still do now, look at as a deterrent. Look at it as something that is dragging you down in this life. Another fuck up, another something, how they say, another day, another problem, you understand, too. Another day, another opportunity. And you drill that into your head, I promise you'll eventually begin to look at situations that used to be looked at in a negative light in, oh, that's opportunity right there. Oh, I know I'm finna learn something in this one. Oh, yeah, I know I feel them feelings. I know I feel that ill will. I know I'm low-key scared. Like, I feel all of that. I know I simply don't want to do this. But I know it's on the other side, and that is what's worth it to me. And then, you feel me, you develop the skill of being able to not necessarily ignore, but maneuver while still having those feelings. And you realize those just be feelings, bro. You understand? And your outlook on life begin to change. They call that a paradigm shift, you understand? Shout out Bob Proctor. He's the first guy that ever spoke about that I heard. And, real old school night, like, you feel me, remind me of like a grandfather in a sense, you understand? But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope I made sense. I'm about to say resurrected. I mean, shit, hopefully I resurrected, but resonated with somebody, you understand what I say? And I have nothing more than that to say besides through him, you'll conquer it all. Through him, I promise you, it was already done. I'm out of here.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see